City in a Batmobile. Even though it get crazy, niggas don't talk like Swayze.
What up? This is Swayze, and for the OGs of this channel, all of my day ones, this video just might give you guys some nostalgia, cause we about to be reading from articles and listening to news clips. Now I know Memorial Day weekend is long and gone. However, I find the amount of shootings that took place throughout this weekend to be disgusting, and I don't understand why this is not big news. It's like we're desensitized. Like all these shootings is just regular shit in Gotham City now. But without further ado, let's get into the article. Now this news comes from New York Post, and it reads, 7 people were shot Sunday morning in separate incidents in New York City, 2 of them fatal. The first at around 12:22 a.m. when a 45-year-old man was struck in the neck and right leg at East 35th Street in Church Avenue. He was rushed to Kings County Hospital, where he was unfortunately pronounced dead. Several hours later, at 10:40 a.m., another man died after being struck by gunfire at 301 Sutter Avenue in Brownsville, Langston Hughes Apartments. No further details were immediately available. However, we're not done. Minutes before midnight Sunday, a man was struck by gunfire in his buttocks during a dispute at 171st Street and Liberty Avenue in Queens. He was rushed to Jamaica Hospital in stable condition. After that, bullets flew again around 2:44 a.m. in Brooklyn, where a man was shot in the right leg, stomach, and buttocks, cops said. He was taken to Kings County Hospital, and fortunately, he is in stable condition. Then at around 4:30 a.m., 3 people were struck by gunfire outside 252 Dumar Avenue. Also in Brooklyn, a 45-year-old woman was grazed in her right calf, a 16-year-old boy was grazed in his chest, and a 45-year-old man suffered a gunshot wound to his chest and arm, police said. Now the article ends off stating, the teen was believed to be the man's son, and the woman was apparently unrelated. All 3 were uncooperative with the police. Now guys, unfortunately, we are not done, because it looks like New York Post released another article today, and it reads, 3 people were shot and a man was attacked with a wrench on a subway in the final hours of Memorial Day weekend in New York City. What the fuck niggas attacking people with wrenches for? A teenager walked into Harlem Hospital with a gunshot wound to his midsection around 8:15 p.m. The 19-year-old man told officials he heard shots and felt pain, but was uncooperative with the investigation, according to the NYPD. 5 minutes later, a 21-year-old man was shot in his knee in the Woodstock section of Bronx, Afghanistan. The shooter fled the scene outside 908 Tiffany Place, according to officials. And just when you thought it was done, bro, sometime after 11 p.m., a woman was shot in her arm in the South Richmond Hill section of Queens. And at around 8:30 p.m., a fight between 2 D-train passengers ended when one man hit the other with a wrench. Like, where did he get the wrench from? But I digress. Now I want you guys to understand, I'm never gonna jack that this amount of shootings happening in Gotham City is normal. I refuse to get desensitized, but let's listen to this news article and I'll be right back with my commentary.
Gun violence continues to play out on the city streets. This new surveillance video obtained by Pix 11 News shows the recklessness. It's around 10:30 Sunday morning. You can see a gunman fatally shooting a 31-year-old man in the lobby of the Langston Hughes houses in Brownsville. Sources tell us this gunman even checking out his weapon in the elevator of the building minutes before the crime. What happened here has been happening since the start of the holiday weekend. Police are looking into several shootings so far, including in Bedford-Stuyvesant. Shortly before midnight Sunday, a 53-year-old man was shot dead. Then minutes later in East Flatbush, a man was shot and killed, police say, while standing on the street. In Williamsburg, Gunshots left a man wounded, and 3 people were hit by bullets, also in Brownsville. They are expected to survive. While most of the bloodshed happened in Brooklyn, police say this is a citywide issue, and no neighborhood is immune.
It's a scary reality that it can happen to anyone at any time, and you can't let it inhibit your life, but it's always a fear that isn't necessary.
Crime traditionally rises during the summer months. That's why Mayor Eric Adams announced a new plan to crack down on crime a few weeks ago. His plan puts more officers on the streets and in the subway system. Still longtime resident AJ Mirzad, he tells us he's prepared to move if things don't change soon.
I do worry that it may get worse. You know, if it does get worse, I could see people fleeing out of it, myself included.
Last year, during the same time period, 632 people were shot. So far this year, 591 people have been victims of gun violence. And although the numbers reflect a slight decrease, some New Yorkers believe it will take more than just the mayor's plan, including beefing up patrols at night around the city to get change. That this is bigger than police visibility.
It's too easy to get guns, you know. I think if we get people to get background checks and for there to be a proper system in place, I think that will help. Yeah, I just think it's getting in the wrong hands. Yeah.
That man is right, and police say so far today it's been quiet, but it's still very early. If you have any information on the shootings we've been talking about, call Crime Stoppers. The number's 800-577-TIPS.
Well, there you have it, people. I'm definitely getting demonetized after showing that shit. However, the people needs to see this, because why's nobody talking about it? What, we gotta reach Chicago's level of gun violence before this shit becomes a big deal? I don't think we should wait that long. But pull up in the comment section and let me know how you feel about this situation. I know some of you people don't even give a fuck about this, but this was for the OGs, the day ones to the channel. And if you like the video, don't forget to share, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and make sure you hit that notification button. But I'm off this.
Walk down game, we gon' leave him in pieces. Fire up, I might open a fire. Pass me the jiggy, I'm tryna get higher. Put her on his face like a tire. 3 deep in with Jenny and Maya. Our thoughts get hit through the wake. Like I'm up, I don't need an assist. Biggie BK like I did what I did.